Welcome to the F.E.A.R Chronicles, false evidence appearing real, where we are covering real stories for navigating burnout, bold moves, and becoming your best self. I'm your host, Natasha Agha, private practice strategist, mother of two, and recovering perfectionist. This is the space where we get honest about the pivots, the pressure, and the purpose behind it all. If you're navigating life transitions, career shifts, motherhood, or learning to trust yourself again, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Where does burnout originate from? Why does it start? How does this manifest within your body? I have spoken about this in different ways on the podcast and some of my YouTube videos. Truly understanding and understanding the root cause for you is where the magic happens. Before we dive in further, let's define the difference between these two words to lay the foundation of how deep this goes and to make it make sense. Understanding from the outside in and rational. Cognitive process of acquiring intellectual knowledge, typically learning from analyzing data or external sources. So that's teachers, books, and just other people in our lives. Then there's understanding from the inside out. This is deep, self-reflective comprehension. It's typically intuitive, deeper, and often experiential level of knowing, where an idea or a concept transforms from abstract logic to an emotional, internal, embodied truth, like within your mind, body, and spirit. Looking within to validate your truth, not from the outside, so not from society and not by others. So the misunderstanding typically stems from the perception that burnout is external to you. The external world or external stimuli, you perceive that it's telling you that my private practice is time consuming, or my admin work is overwhelming, or my clients are demanding, or my kids are driving me crazy, or my partner is getting on my last nerve. I mean, the list goes on. Everything starts from within. If you've been listening to this podcast and thinking, I know there's more for me, more alignment, more freedom, more clarity, that version of you, she already exists. And that is exactly the work we do inside the Private Practice Burnout Solution. This is where we move beyond surface level strategy and into the identity, energy, and systems needed to build a business that actually supports your life. If you're ready to become her now, you'll find more details on my website at natashaagaconsulting.co. Why? Because everything we see in our external world is a mirror of what is going on inside of us. Think of your brain as a movie projector of your thoughts, your beliefs, your stories. That is all being projected through your eyeballs. The mirror effect can be found in people you communicate with, events that you see, and in your business. If you think this sounds a bit woo-woo, follow me here. This is neuroscience. This is the combination of your RAS, your reticular activating system, what you're paying attention to because your brain is filtering through what it thinks is important. Confirmation bias based on your beliefs, you see more of it because your brain wants to prove you right, and your nervous system working to keep you safe and in familiar or comfortable situations. Take a moment to reflect on this for yourself. What do you believe about what's going on in your business or your life right now? What are you noticing about your business and your life right now? What is going on in your body right now? Once you become aware of what is going on with what you see, what you believe, and what you feel, you can begin to effectively lead yourself. Self-leadership comes from within. When you can truly understand how to effectively lead yourself, that is when everything changes. The first step, and always will be the first step in any of the work and in my Align framework, is awareness. Without awareness, you cannot identify the root cause or the patterns to make any long lasting changes. From there, you can prioritize your inner state by checking in with yourself. What is my inner state? Is it survival or is it expansive? Do I feel safe or unsafe? Do I feel secure or insecure? Do I feel relaxed or a sense of urgency? Do I feel supported or unsupported? Am I responding or reacting? Do I feel empowered or disempowered? These are just the first steps in this journey that I dive deeper into in my program, the Private Practice Burnout Solution. The key takeaway from this episode is that burnout is a manifestation of things underneath the surface, not the outside world, although you may perceive it to be. Look inward, reflect on your actions, your behaviors, and what's going on within your body. You are now one step closer to alignment. I would love to hear from you. Any light bulb moments, insights, or takeaways from this episode, you can share with me on Instagram at Natasha Agha Consulting or comment below. For more strategies, insights, and resources to help you navigate your own journey, join my Fearless Alignment newsletter on my podcast page at natashaagaconsulting.co. I invite you to take my 2-minute Are You the Bottleneck quiz to find out who or what is slowing down your progress. It's fast, fun, and eye-opening, and I will link that in the show notes below. Thanks for joining me on the F.E.A.R Chronicles. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, comment, or share with someone who needs it. Want more support? Check out the links below for free resources, workshops, and how to work with me. Remember, bold moves start with small shifts. You've got this, and I've got you.